What is going on, everybody? My name is ToothPistol49, and what I have for you today is going to blow your mind. It's a super simple way to make a fully automatic gold farm. That's right, gold farm. You don't have to do anything except for let this thing run in your world and go collect that precious gold. It's super simple to build, and really the only thing you need to do is collect a whole lot of obsidian, which in most cases you'll need to do that anyways to make any other kind of gold farm. But what I did in this gold farm is I used a new kind of concept that I kind of was thinking about, and a way that we could kill all of these zombie pigmen that spawn in, and I found out that these iron golems actually go after them. So if we can position the iron golems in such a way inside the nether portals and stack them together, then we can make basically a hyper spawner for zombie pigmen, and the iron golems will go around and kill them all. And what happens with the loot is we don't need a whole bunch of hoppers to collect it, because what actually happens is as soon as they're killed, their loot drops inside of the portal and it gets sucked up and sent over to the nether. And it's never going to despawn unless you're actually in the nether, so the great part about this thing is you can let it run and run, and as soon as you're ready to go collect, you just go inside the nether. Now I'm going to show you guys that by just breaking in here, and I'm going to jump inside. And this thing has been running for about 1 or 2 minutes. And, oh yeah, we've got over a stack of golden ingots, or, sorry, golden nuggets. So yeah, this thing does work really well, and the great thing about this farm is that you can make it as big as you want, you can make it as small as you want. Depending on how much gold and how much time you have to mine obsidian, just make it whatever size you want. So let's go ahead and get started with the tutorial. I'll jump into a brand new creative world, and I'll show you guys what to do. Alright, so here we are in a brand new world. What we're going to do is we're going to need a whole lot of obsidian. Now, since I'm in creative mode, I don't need a whole lot, but depending on if you're doing this in survival, for every slice of a portal, you're going to need 90 pieces of obsidian. That's because we're going to make the maximum size portal, and that'll yield us the maximum amount of portal blocks inside of it, because it's giving us the biggest area. So the biggest portal is a 23 by 23. So let's go ahead and count out 23 by 23. Alright, and 23 high. So 1, 2, 3. And go ahead and square it off. And you should have something looking just like that. Now all you need to do is ignite it. Just make sure that it will ignite. So we're going to grab some flint and steel, run over here, and then just click on any of the inside obsidian blocks, and it should light up. Alright, so that is one slice, and you could even do this in one slice. Now let's go ahead and turn this into peaceful, just so we don't have any zombie pigmen spawning. Now the trick with getting a really efficient gold farm is to do more than one slice. The more portal blocks you have, the faster the zombie pigmen are going to spawn. So let's go ahead and start. I guess we'll probably just do maybe 4 of these, something like that, and we're just going to build the same thing just 3 more times over and get this whole thing filled with portal blocks. Alright, now you should have something looking something like this. If you have more obsidian, definitely keep this going. Make it as big as you want. In the previous design I showed you, I had it 32 blocks deep, and I also had one next to the other. The trick with doing one next to the other is you can actually share this obsidian block, so it will save you a little bit of obsidian if you choose to do it that way also. But now, once we have all of the portals that we wanted, we can go ahead and just light the rest of them. And the thing is, they're going to be kind of disappeared, but if you look, you can still see the particles coming out. So the portal is there. If I were to fly over the top of this block, you would see it. And also, if you look really closely, you can see that there's kind of the black lines. That's basically showing that there is some kind of block there. So now what you can do is you can just click directly on it, and you can put some kind of glass or anything like that. You want to have some kind of wall though, because when the iron golems are going to be killing the zombie pigmen, the pigmen will fly up, and sometimes they might get out. So you want some kind of wall. You don't have to do it all the way up to the top, but it might be a good idea too. If not, just do it, you know, maybe 10, 15 blocks high, and we'll see you guys in a sec once you get that done. Alright, so once you've built both of the walls, whether you went up about 10 blocks or if you went up all the way, now we need to get inside of the nether. So just get inside of your portal in some way, and make sure to clear out a little bit of area if you're in some kind of cave like me. And you need about this much space. Just make sure it's kind of walls that are about 3 wide and 2 back. About this size really is all you need. You can even close this off like this. Basically, we just need to build an iron golem inside of here and push him into the nether portal. That's the trick, is because since we're putting him in the nether portal from the nether, that's going to make him actually be stuck inside of the portal in the overworld, because he's never able to actually get out of the portal in the first place to get back in it. So he's just going to stay inside of there. So 2 is probably good for our size of portal. If you're going to do a bigger portal, I'd recommend doing a few more iron golems. If you saw in my first design, there were a whole bunch of iron golems. So there we go. We've got 2 iron golems inside of there. Those guys can't get out of the portal in any way unless one of the portal blocks was destroyed and somehow. But right now they'll just stay there. So now if we switch over to hard, then we'll get some zombie pigmen spawning. If you play on easy or normal, the zombie pigmen aren't going to spawn nearly as fast. So make sure you're playing on hard for this to work as good as possible. So now that this is all done, see, we can see a zombie pigman spawning right there. It's going to get killed and all the drops get sent right through the nether portal. And that's basically it. If you're playing on a single player world, that's really all you're going to want to do. And then every time you go visit the nether, just go ahead and pick up all that loot and put it in a chest. Now if you're playing on a server, that could get a little bit more tricky. The problem with playing on a server is that there may be people running through the nether, and all of your drops could just be sitting at the portal slowly despawning, and you really do not want that to happen. So there is something you can do if you'd like, and I'll go ahead and show that to you guys now. There's basically a way that you can make it so that it automatically picks up, and it won't be able to pick up all 100% of the gold, but it will be picking up most of it. Okay, so let me just get things ready, clear things out a little bit, and I'll show you guys that trick. Alright, so first off, what you're going to want to do is basically find a spot to put your chest to collect everything. Now if you're not going to do any kind of item elevator, just want to put it inside a chest and you'll collect it later. Make sure you do it about 3 blocks below where your portal block is. So we got this 1, 2, 3. We'll just put it over here for now, and we'll feed all of the hoppers that we have into that chest. Now what we want to do is do a line of hoppers directly underneath, and I'm going to use this lapis lazuli block to basically block things off. Now shift click a couple of rails, and what we want to do is put 2 minecarts with hoppers. The trick with these is that they're actually able to pick certain items up if they're directly on this block. Now if they're in the corners, sometimes they won't be able to pick it up, so you will get a little bit of loss from this if you have to do some kind of a hopper mechanism in here. But you're still going to be collecting gold fully automatic, and depending on how big your farm is, it's going to work really well still. So now what you'll want to do is just come to both sides of each and just make sure you have some kind of hopper, some way that it's going to feed all into here. So I'm just going to do something like that, and I'll do the same thing over here. Just clear out a little bit. Go from this hopper up, and then we'll have 2 right here. Now from here we can use some glass. Oh, just teleported. Give me just 1 sec. Alright, so from this spot, just make sure you close it off so all of your drops are actually going to land on the hoppers, just like this. And we'll just close it straight off just like that as well. And I'm not really caring about making it too pretty or anything like that, so I'm just going to close it off somewhat. I'm just not even going to replace that with glass actually. Alright, and then all of your drops, they may either pop out at the top, pop out and go out to the sides onto these hoppers, which that'll go over into this chest, or they'll just sit right inside the portal and get picked up from those hopper mine carts and get sent on along also. So really all you need to do is just have one of these near your base and just work and do whatever you want, and every once in a while you can come into the nether and check your chest, and it'll slowly fill up with gold and rotten flesh. Now obviously you can hook up something like my trash compactor and have it filter out all of the rotten flesh, and so you only collect gold. You can do all kinds of things with this at this point, but basically I just wanted to show you guys the core concept of the farm, and one of the tricks that I found by using the iron golems to basically kill them for you. You don't have to use any kind of special redstone or anything like that. You don't have to. I've seen people catch ghasts and try and use them to push the pigmen out, and you know, that's just ridiculous. That's way too hard. This is so much more simple, and it's completely automatic. It's really easy to put together. The real hard part is actually mining all the obsidian, but if you get a haste 2 beacon, efficiency 5 pickaxe, and just go to town in some cave, it shouldn't take too long. I've been able to do that in my single player, or in my survival world pretty well. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. This will be the end of the tutorial, so I do have a few more tutorials that I've actually been working on. One cool creation that I've actually just about finished, and I might be coming out with that sometime soon. But I just wanted to get this one out. I've been really busy lately. If you guys follow me on my Let's Play series, I've been super busy. I talk about what's been going on, but you know what? My life is slowly calming down. School started again, and my schedule's back to kind of normal, so hopefully I should be able to make some more videos pretty frequently. And until next time, I will see you guys later. Peace out!